What's up guys, it's Michael here. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm taking you on a weekend getaway to wine country up in Healdsburg, California for my friend Kristin's birthday. It was actually really cool. We visited some cool wineries, tasted some incredible wine, and just had a great time with some friends of my closest friends. So if you're planning a wine tasting trip or just curious about wineries in Northern California near the Sonoma area in Healdsburg, make sure you watch this full video. So we actually flew out of John Wayne Airport the Friday after Thanksgiving, and John Wayne, if you've been there, it has one of the best airport experiences. If you've flown from there, you already know the lines typically are not long, quick security checkpoints, and just an easy check-in process overall. It's definitely easy to get to your gate. It's not too big of an airport. It's one of the pricey airports, definitely, but we flew Southwest Airlines, and yeah, we got some coffee and just waited for our friends to get there.
Cheers.
That's my friend Lucas. He's a character. All right, Luke. Alright, we just got to Oakland. So once we got our rental, it was a pretty quick ride. It was about an hour and a half, and we started things off at the Valley Vineyards Winery with their signature tasting. It was, I think, about $35 per person. Definitely 100% worth it. This was standing indoor tasting, and thank God it was freezing outside. Here the main focus was both on sparkling wines, and again guys, I have no idea what I'm doing when I'm talking about wine, nor do I know how to pronounce it, but it was Pinot Noir from the Russian River region, and here's what we got to try. We got to try the Cuvée 20 Brut Magnum, the 2012 Vintage Brut, and the 2021 Russian River Valley Pinot Noir. Honestly, it was super cool. I have zero knowledge on wine, so it was cool to learn and try different types. And then after Valley Vineyards, we got some rest because the next day was pretty packed with a full day of tasting. Saturday was our big wine day, so we booked a party bus. Well, Kristin booked a party bus for the whole group, and it made things so much easier. If you're planning on, doing a whole day of wine tasting in Healdsburg with multiple stops, I 100% recommend you book a driver. And we kind of got this party bus that was so much fun. Nobody was stressing about directions, parking, or driving. We were able to bring our water, snacks, some alcohol. They allowed us to play some music. So this definitely was 100% the move on taking the party bus. So the first winery we visited was Aperture Cellars. This place was so dope. It was super modern, cool architecture, wide open windows looking, into the vineyards. The founder, Jesse Katz, is a professional photographer, and so was his father. And he has his portraits all around the winery. It was super cool. Kristin booked a cool tasting for us, and we got to try some of their Bordeaux-style reds, which is what Aperture is really known for. We started with there, and again, I do not know how to pronounce these. I'm going to do my best. We started with their Chenin Blanc and Sauvignon Blanc. Again, don't really drink wine, but these were super good. I'm not sure which one it was, but one of them had a strong guava flavor, probably the Sauvignon Blanc. It was super good. Then we tried their Bordeaux blend. It was really good too. Super, I think the right term is dry. I don't remember all the grapes in the blend, but I do know that I had a Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, and maybe Malbec in it. But we got to go outside. We got to take some pictures in the vineyards, and I got this really cool video. Place was super cool. If you're ever doing a wine trip in Healdsburg, definitely recommend this place 100%. So as you can see, we made it back into the party bus. We're a little bit hungry, so we got some Doritos, obviously all different kind. Definitely recommend you bringing some snacks onto the bus. After Aperture, our next stop was Alexander Valley Vineyards, and this one was such a cool experience because we actually got to do a tour in their wine cave, which was something totally different from the rest of the trip. we were greeted by this cute dog, and as I mentioned, we did a full wine cave tour. The wine cave is dug right into the hillside, so it stays naturally cool, which they use to age their barrels. Our guide, Lucas, walked us through how they store and rotate their wines down there. As for the wines, Alexander Valley is known for their Cabernet Sauvignon, which I think we tried their Chardonnay and Zinfandel, which were both really good, and I'm just reading these off a list. The best part of this was, honestly, it felt pretty interactive. I thought it was super cool to be able to walk through the caves and try some wine straight from the barrel. You weren't just, sitting there sipping. You were walking the cave, checking out the barrels, seeing how it all works. And Lucas did a great job of just explaining, all the technicalities behind, how to make wine and the different types of wines and grapes and fermentation. So if you're doing a trip in Sonoma or Healdsburg, I definitely recommend adding Alexander Valley Vineyards to the list, especially if you've never done a cave tour before. So as you can see, we had some continued fun on the party bus. Again, definitely recommend getting one if you're going to be going wine tasting. And then, we were able to go ahead and drive by some wineries as well. At this point, my camera was dying and we were a little buzzed, so I didn't get to film much of the last winery, but the last winery is France's Ford Coppola Winery. The next morning, we packed our bags, drove back to Oakland, caught our flight, caught up on some Stranger Things during the flight, and flew back home to Orange County. I definitely recommend doing a wine trip to Healdsburg. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.